Frustration has reached a boiling point in Los Angeles as fans erupt with calls for Dave Roberts to be fired following a crushing sweep at the hands of Pittsburgh. This isn't just disappointment, it's outrage that's flooding social media, dominating post-game conversations, and putting immense pressure on leadership. The sweep has become more than just 3 losses, it's a symbol of mounting concerns about decision-making, motivation, and the team's ability to stay on track for a championship run. Will the front office stand firm, or could this wave of backlash force a dramatic change sooner than anyone expected? Stay tuned, because this bombshell fan reaction could shape the future of the Dodgers. The Los Angeles Dodgers have been rocked once again, and this time the fallout is not just about a series loss, it's about the future of their manager, Dave Roberts. After being swept by the Pittsburgh Pirates in one of the most embarrassing stretches of the season, the frustration inside Dodger Nation has reached a boiling point. Fans are no longer just upset with the players' performance on the field, they're pointing the finger directly at the dugout, calling for Dave Roberts to be fired immediately. This isn't just a minor outcry from a few unhappy voices. Social media has exploded with fans demanding accountability, and Roberts is now at the center of the storm. For a manager who has overseen so much success, who has guided the Dodgers to playoff runs, division titles, and a World Series championship, the calls for his dismissal might sound shocking to outsiders. But to the fans watching this team stumble against opponents they should dominate, the patience has worn thin. The Pirates series was supposed to be a reset, an opportunity to bounce back, and instead it turned into a nightmare. The Dodgers were outplayed in every facet of the game. Pitching faltered, the offense disappeared in key moments, and the energy just wasn't there. To fans, that lack of fight points back to leadership. They see Roberts as the man responsible for setting the tone, for making the tough decisions, and for ensuring that a team with so much talent doesn't fall flat against one of the league's rebuilding clubs. What makes this sting even more is the timing. The Dodgers are in a season where expectations couldn't be higher. With Shohei Ohtani joining a roster that already features Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman, this was supposed to be the year where Los Angeles dominated from start to finish. Instead, inconsistency has plagued them, and now they find themselves the subject of national headlines for all the wrong reasons. For fans who pour their passion and money into this team, watching them collapse against the Pirates felt like the last straw. Dave Roberts has always been known as a player-friendly manager, someone who supports his clubhouse and maintains a positive atmosphere. But critics argue that this same approach has made him too soft, too unwilling to make drastic adjustments, and too loyal to struggling players. Against Pittsburgh, questionable bullpen usage, late lineup decisions, and a lack of urgency left fans baffled. And when the sweep was complete, many pointed at Roberts as the one who should be held accountable. Now, is it fair to blame everything on the manager? That's the debate. Baseball is a game where players ultimately decide outcomes. The Dodgers stars didn't deliver, the pitching didn't hold, and the team looked flat. But in the world of professional sports, when things spiral, the manager or head coach often becomes the scapegoat. Fans don't want excuses, they want change, and firing Roberts has become the rallying cry for a frustrated fanbase. Inside the clubhouse, players still appear to back their manager. Publicly, they continue to say the right things about Roberts' leadership and calm presence. But even that unity can't drown out the noise outside. The Dodgers are one of baseball's most scrutinized teams, and when a fanbase this large turns on the skipper, the pressure on ownership and the front office intensifies. The bigger storyline, though, was the Dodgers' continued struggles as a team. This loss to Baltimore came on the heels of the disappointing sweep at the hands of the Pittsburgh Pirates, and fans are beginning to grow restless. Even with Ohtani stepping up unexpectedly, the Dodgers' offense couldn't fully support him. Missed opportunities with runners in scoring position, strikeouts in key moments, and a lack of timely hitting once again became the theme of the night. It's the kind of trend that has Dodger Nation worried, because in games like this, against elite competition, the margin for error is razor thin. Ohtani himself pointed to that in his post-game comments. He didn't blame anyone, he never does, but he hinted at the fact that everyone has to raise their level. He said that in order to win against teams like the Orioles, the Dodgers need to be sharper in every aspect of the game, from pitching to defense to clutch hitting. He acknowledged that he needs to be better too, especially if he's going to take on surprise starts. But the underlying message was clear: this is a collective battle, and no one player can carry the load alone. Fans, of course, had mixed reactions. Some praised Ohtani for taking the ball and showing heart even when the situation wasn't perfect. Others questioned why the Dodgers had to put him in that position at all, especially considering his health, workload, and long-term importance to the team. It raised questions about the rotation depth, about how the Dodgers are handling their pitching staff, and about whether the front office will need to make moves sooner rather than later to prevent these kinds of situations from happening again. The big question now is whether the front office will actually consider such a drastic move. Andrew Friedman and the Dodgers leadership group have always valued stability, and Roberts has been their guy for nearly a decade. He's delivered winning seasons year after year, and he has a World Series ring to his name. But baseball is a what-have-you-done-for-me-lately business, and when you lose to the Pirates in humiliating fashion, memories of past success fade quickly. For the Dodgers, this moment feels like a crossroads. Do they double down on Roberts, trusting him to guide this team out of the slump, or do they listen to the growing calls for change and make a bold statement by moving on from their manager mid-season? It's the kind of decision that could reshape the entire year, and even the long-term direction of the franchise. Fans are already calling this upcoming Orioles series a crossroads moment. If the Dodgers respond, the Pirates' sweep will fade into memory as just another rough patch in a long season. But if they stumble again, especially against a playoff-caliber team like Baltimore, the whispers will grow into shouts. Is this team really built to win it all? Is the depth as strong as advertised? Is the manager pushing the right buttons? And perhaps most importantly, do the Dodgers have the killer instinct to handle adversity when it hits hardest? One thing is undeniable, this isn't just another series. The fans have made their feelings clear. This is a measuring stick. They want accountability. The Dodgers need to prove to themselves, and many of them believe Dave Roberts is standing in the way of the Dodgers, that they're still the force everyone feared heading into the season. Whether or not the front office agrees remains to be seen. The narrative could shift quickly, but the noise isn't going away anytime soon, to being questioned at every turn. The sweep by the Pirates wasn't just another series loss. It was a breaking point. And now, with Roberts' future suddenly under the microscope, the Dodgers are facing not just pressure to win games, but pressure to prove they're still the powerhouse organization they claim to be. If you want to stay on top of every Dodgers update, every rumor, and every breaking headline, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single moment. Because this story is far from over, and the future of Dave Roberts in Los Angeles may depend on what happens next.